Well, I know what you're thinking. I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately, but I haven't had the time or the opportunity to do it. But, well, now I'm here. And I'm going to talk about a book I read during Christmas break, which is a while back, but whatever. And it's a book that really left me with emotions. It left me sad. It left me crying. And it left me really overwhelmed. And it made me really think about what happens in the past, because it kind of talks about something which I will get to later on. And it made me realize that a lot of people don't know about this, and it's really sad because it's a really important thing in history, and I think everyone should remember. And when I read the book, I had so much respect for it, and it made me so obsessed that I wanted to make a video about it, with the words, and give tons of information. But I still want to do it, but I just don't have the time. But once I have the time, I will definitely make one. Okay, well, without further ado, the book is called Sarah's Key. It's written by Tatiana de Rosnay. I think that's how you say her name. I'm not sure. So Sarah's Key has two parts. There's one part that happens in July 1942, and one part that happens in 60 years later. Okay, well, the part in July 1942 is the story about Sarah. She's a Jew, and her family are Jews too. And so it's during World War II. That's what I got obsessed with, World War II. Now I have, this book made me want to know so much more about it. And it happens, it's July 1942, and it's the Veldiv. I'm sure you guys haven't heard of it, but I'm pretty sure you guys knew that in that time Jews were arrested, killed, and everything. But the Veldiv was something that happened by the French police. So they would just arrest the Jews, lock them up somewhere, make them suffer in horrible conditions. And Sarah, well, her parents, she's a 10-year-old girl. Her parents never really talked about these things because they never wanted her to be worried and everything. So in their house, they have this little secret place where her and her brother would always hide. So she locks her brother up there so the police won't find him, because she thinks she's going to come back really soon to save him. But they're arresting them, but she doesn't know that. So she locks up her brother there thinking she's going to come back. So what's going to happen? You have to read to find out. What's going to happen to Sarah? What's going to happen to her family? It is so touching. It is so sad. But then there's 60 years later, a girl called Julia. She's gonna do research on the Veldiv, and she's gonna find out a connection to Sarah, and she's gonna start wondering about Sarah's life and what happened to her and everything. So the story kind of just moves forward like this, with learning about Sarah, learning about Julia and her married life, and what happens to her personal problems. And it's an amazing book. It's an amazing story, and I give it 10 on 10. And right after I read the book, I immediately watched the movie, which I don't suggest you do because the movie was nothing like the book. But they can't put everything in a movie, so. But just don't watch. If you really want to watch the movie, watch it, but you're going to be really disappointed, trust me. Well, that's all I have to say for today. Next time, I will probably be talking about one of the 4 books that I've bought, and I can't wait to start them. The Timekeeper, Little Woman, which is a classic, and like I said, I'm really obsessed with World War II now, so I bought Anne Frank, the Diary of a Young Girl. It's another Jew, and it's her diary about when she will live through war. And from one of my favorite authors, The Kite Runner, who wrote 1,000 Splendid Suns, which I hope you already read, and you listened to what I said in my other book review. You better. Well, that's it for today. Bye.